Hi, I'm AJ Freed, and this is today's Coronavirus Report for Thursday, March 19th, day 4 of the shutdown. Yesterday, Governor Cuomo signed an executive order stating that schools across the state will be closed until Wednesday, April 1st, at which point the state will make a determination if further closes are needed. The state education department also announced that the English exam, originally scheduled to be given to 3rd through 8th graders later this month, has been canceled. In Washington yesterday, President Trump enacted the Defense Production Act, allowing the federal government to order companies to manufacture goods needed to fight the coronavirus outbreak. Meanwhile, here in the BMCHSD, many teachers spent part of yesterday retrieving supplies from the buildings, indicating we might be in for a long shutdown. Our BMB reporters are around the district to bring you the latest from their corner of the BMCHSD.
Alright, so I stayed through the coronavirus shutdown, and boy do I get tired of my family real quick. But in all seriousness, being our family constantly is a big change from what students are used to. I, however, was lucky enough to escape the house the other day to go to an orthodontist appointment. I wasn't too thrilled, but it's better than nothing. While out on the streets, I noticed a significant drop in the amount of traffic present on the roads, with not as many cars out as there normally are. I've noticed it too at my house, where my block is in between two main roads, and there aren't as many cars flying down the streets as there usually are. What's upsetting is that I'm not able to see and hang out with my friends anymore, though. I'm able to talk to them online and play games with them to help pass the time at least, and somewhat communicate, but it's not the same. I enjoy being at home though, and online school is whatever. It's stressful, but it's better than nothing, and I feel like in time, it won't be as bad anymore. From Wilson Avenue for BMB, on the 3rd day of the coronavirus shutdown, I'm Alisa Romandetto.
Hi, my name's Yucht, and I'm sick of quarantine. As all of you know, the coronavirus is affecting literally everything for literally everybody. There's no school, so no seeing friends or sports, but we still have all the work to do at home. One of my assignments is actually to watch Netflix, so I guess it could be worse for me. I honestly have not seen anybody on my block. I took my dog for a walk, and usually we see at least 5 people a trip, but today we saw absolutely nobody. I live on Patricia Lane, which is just off Bellmore Avenue and next to Kennedy High School, so normally it's packed with students and people who live here. But today, it was literally silent. It felt just like during Hurricane Sandy, when everybody was stuck inside because of all the flooding and the trees and all that. I also live next to a park, and there's usually 10 families there at a time, but today when I walked through it, I was the only one there. I was waiting for a tumbleweed to fly by. I hope there's more action on your guys' side of town, because in South Bellmore, it's pretty quiet. From Patricia Lane on day 3 of the coronavirus shutdown, for BMB, I'm Emily Yucht.
Hello, this is Luke Melfa from BMB. As we are in day 3 approaching day 4 of the coronavirus quarantine, it's clear that nothing has changed as of day 1. On a typical weekday, there will be usually people walking with their families, their pets, kids riding their bikes, people driving, but as of Monday, the streets have been exceptionally quiet. Even in my own home, my parents and I have been distancing ourselves by staying in other rooms and avoiding contact with each other as much as possible. While staying inside every day and not being able to hang out with friends is most certainly boring, I'd rather protect myself and others now rather than force everyone to have to be quarantined for longer than necessary. Along with this, reports have shown that from the train station in Bellmore, there are not as many cars as there usually are, even on a weekday. Well, that's it from me. From Leeds Drive on day 3 of the coronavirus shutdown, from BMB, I've been Luke Melfa.
Has the coronavirus pandemic shut down your school or workplace? It has shut down mine so far for about 3 days. It hasn't been the best practicing social distancing, only elbows as my grandma says, but that's beside the point. Being home for 3 days has been nice but incredibly boring. In my opinion, I think there could be more things done to contain the virus, such as maybe places where many people go to throughout the day should be closed earlier and only allow certain people in at a certain time. From Ennebark Road on these 3 days, on day 3 of coronavirus shutdown, from BMB, I'm Alyssa Gonzales.
Our reporters weren't the only people out and about yesterday. As noted, above, a fair number of teachers were at Mepham to collect items that they'll need for the shutdown. Let's check in to see how they're dealing with the shutdown and what they're up to.
Good morning, Mepham. How's everyone doing? I know that these are unprecedented times and there's a lot of uncertainty out there, but just want to reassure you that we are going full stream ahead with what we're planning on doing. You should definitely check your emails to make sure that you're communicating with teachers. If you use Google Classroom, check that as well. Being in daily contact with your teachers is so important at this point. And for your own personal health, take a walk outside. Luckily, the weather has been really nice, and it's important for our own mental health and stability.
It's been pretty difficult. What I'm doing is I'm making a schedule for myself, kind of like the regular day-to-day, 7:15 to 2:15, trying to make sure I stay on top of my own work and trying to keep the students active as well, demonstrating that I'm doing my work, hopefully that they're staying focused as well.
I'm doing okay. I think that it's a little bit stressful learning how to take care of my 2 young kids and be their teacher and also be a teacher to all my students, and taking care of everything else. But right now, I'm doing okay. I'm learning to just do one good thing a day and kind of trying not to overwhelm myself and just tackle what I can.
Oh, it's horrible being home with the kids and then having to grade all these papers with, almost no time to do it all. Can't wait to come back.
This has been your BMB Coronavirus Shutdown Report for Thursday, March 19th. Be sure to subscribe to the BMB YouTube channel to get the latest shutdown news as it becomes available, and be sure to tune in tomorrow morning for the regularly scheduled BMB morning announcements. For BMB, I'm AJ Freed.